She bad, I like this. Now she wanna face car valid and she got nice lips. Innocent and a freak, that's my type. 10 out of 10, yeah, that's my. You feel like TikTok like this. I know what you're on, don't try hide it. I get move your waist and wine like this. Face car valid and her body come perfect. I could be patient if it's worth it. If you want a Birkin, then earn it. Miss, we can make fire like furnace. She pull up on me in a night with a purpose. And your eye contact is flirting. You got.
It's a wet. Versus East contest here in the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, as the Bulls play one at home. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. The Jazz in the midst of a road trip going into this one.
And you can tell that both teams will be a little on edge in this one, given the rivalry these teams have. It could be an emotional game.
And who doesn't love this stuff? Two teams that have beef. Look, the stakes are a little bit higher, and it should make this a very interesting matchup.
Doncic. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. RJ will be keeping an eye on the front courts in this one, specifically the matchup at the center position.
Yeah, and let's remember, there were some years where people thought centers were becoming obsolete, and now they might be the most important position in this league.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with me. We talked about how to play defense against DeJounte Murray. Coach said, well, DeJounte has made it no secret he plays better with the ball in his hands. So obviously we want to force him to give it up and act as more of a shooter whenever we can. That's easier said than done, but even if it happens a few times, that can change the game. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. It's stolen by Buzelis. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Jerome. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Kept alive. Here's Zubac. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
He misses the free throw.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Alexander Walker with the ball. And here is Doncic. 5 on the clock. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Now Jerome. Here's Murray. That one goes. Count it.
A bigger point guard is 6'4". Murray has no issue scoring inside.
And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility every day.
Now here's Murray. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Williams with a clean look. No good from outside.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Pass to Jerome. Here's the 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now here's Doncic. Look at those numbers of his. You just can't say enough about the work he's doing at the offensive end. He's averaging about 30.5 points a game.
And sometimes defenses sleep on Doncic's ability to elevate. He is capable of throwing it down.
Jerome in the corner. Screen by Zubac. To the paint, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Now, here's Doncic. Alexander Walker on the wing. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Jazz leading by 4. It's tipped. Alexander Walker with the ball. And guarded by Murray.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Back to Murray. It's deflected.
Making good use of his length. Buzelis able to track down the block that time. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Gillespie. Prince in the corner. Charity swipe shot. Rebound by the Bulls.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Doncic with it. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here's Gillespie. Outside Robinson. They get a hand on it. Up top Capella. Pass to Robinson. Drives to the hoop. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Now, here's Doncic. On the wing, Williams. Lets the free fly. And the dunk by Edey.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Robinson misses. Chicago trailing. On the wing, Doncic. Edey, a screen. Down low. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Gillespie. He has yet to score. Pass to Robinson. Over to the left wing. Stolen by Prince. Here's Gillespie. Diving in. Kicks it out to Prince. Here's Gillespie. Clock at 6. Knocked away. Here's Alexander Wolf. Throws down the breakaway jam. Jazz trailed by 3. Here's Gillespie. Screen by Capella. A rim-rattling two-handed jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
2 minutes. Now, here's Doncic. On the top of the key. Again, Chicago.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
.139 left to play in the first. Here's Bay. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Edey picks one up.
And Bay really understands how to draw fouls. Fantastic at getting defenders to overcommit.
Bay hits them both. The Bulls leading. Simons surveying the D. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Here's Simons. He's making his presence felt. Oh my goodness, the slam!
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Can he get up and finish with power?
Pass to Robinson. Screen by Capella. And Duncan Robinson with the 3. Robinson's got it all tied up now for the Jazz.
What's not to like? He's been really good so far. Good start.
Beyond the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Latrey. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. The first free throw is good.
Taking 3 shots.
And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
30 seconds left to play here in the first. Johnson outside. It's tipped. And here is Capella. Still yet to score. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
And they've repeatedly pushed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Anthony Simon.
Here's Crenshaw. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Bulls lead by 2. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter.
21.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. What Luka Doncic does with the ball in his hands is never predetermined. He said, quote, "I just see what the defense gives me. It's never the same decision. It's a lot of factors. You've got to look at who's guarding you, if the shot's going in or not. There's a lot to think about and then decide." Guys?
He keeps them guessing. Allie, we thank you very much. And then Clark slams it in.
Looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clark sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Porzingis has got his second basket of the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
Forget those long jumpers, Kristaps. Use that size. Rock the rim.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Over in the corner, Crenshaw. Pass to Zubac. Porzingis with the steal. 4-on-3 break. Picked off in midair. Fast break, here they come. Now Zubac. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's his first foul.
Utah substitution.
Jerome with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Doncic with the steal. Stolen. To the middle. George with the steal. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Pass to Jerome. Screen by Zubac. Hits it from three-point range. Jerome's got 6 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Alexander-Walker. Shot clock at 6. Williams fires. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Williams has got his first points in this one. Here's Jerome. He's got 6. Pass to Clark. Hart outside. Driving to the basket. Good work there as it goes.
He took it right to the rack, and look, there's no one that can stop him.
Here's Doncic. Oh, explosive move by Doncic.
And if you give Luka just a sliver of daylight, this is what you get.
Now Jerome. Doncic with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. On the wing, Doncic. No good on the triple. And here's Jerome. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. They trail by 3. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And Utah has possession. It's a 3-point game. To the inside. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism for a big man? Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Inside. So it's Chicago again turning it over. So Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Zach Edey picks one up.
Becoming a more consistent offensive weapon. Murray finding ways to contribute.
For Utah, they've been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
And the Bulls making a change here. The Bulls leading. Now, here's Simons. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Over in the corner, Conley. Jazz passing it around, and they're running. Jaquez outside. Here's Buzelis. Back to Jaquez. Just 5 to shoot. He takes it in. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Look at the moves from Buzelis. The big fella showing great quickness on the attack.
It's Hart on the wing. Great defense that time from Jaquez. Chicago leading by 5. Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Wells with it. Hart covering. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Several teams changing it up here. Jazz trailed by 5. And here is Murray. To the left wing. George with the steal. Utah with the rebound.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Pass to Murray. The layup off target. The Bulls leading by 5. There's the 3. Wells' shot is good. Wells has got his second bucket of the night.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Over in the corner, Marshall. Pass to Bay. They need this one. And he overshot that one, missing.
Looked like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
Over in the corner, Jaquez. They get it back. Outside for George. And Saddiq Bey picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Utah substitution.
Right side, Simon. Jacks up a 3. And it's George missing. Jazz trail by 8. Pass to Conchar. Here's Gillespie. A 3-ball. Simons with the defensive effort. We've got 1:08 left in the second quarter. Going inside. And the slam dunk by Simon.
Speed kills, and Simons has plenty of it.
Here's Gillespie. Screen by Capella. Here's Prince outside. Second chance shot. And it's Capella missing.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Outside, Simon. Pass to Jaquez. 6 to shoot. Wells wide open. A 3-pointer, no good. Here's Gillespie. Here's Conchar. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Chicago with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And so Doncic will bring it up for Chicago. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. It's off to Boston for them after this game as they take on the Celtics. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them.
And it's so hard to take away the 3 from Doncic. He needs very little space, and if you press up on him, he'll go right around you.
Murray right side. To the paint. Here's Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Pass to Williams. The 3. Rebounded by Hart.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
On the wing, Murray. Picked by Clark. Murray with it. And it's Buzelis picking him up. Chicago leading by 11. Richard, what do you see in what Luka Doncic sees on the floor?
Well, Kevin, I think he's tracking all 5 defensive players and all 4 of his offensive teammates. He always seems to find a way to get players involved.
On the wing, Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Jerome with it. 6 points for him. Back to Murray. Tries again. Pass to Jerome. Now here's Hart. Screen by Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And Utah has possession, trailing by 13. Hart outside. Clock at 6. Back to Murray. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Doncic outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Doncic. To the inside. And the dunk by Edey.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said, "The true measure of a man is how he handles adversity, and nobody did it better. He always found a way to rise above, and there's no question in my mind he is a Hall of Fame player." Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Williams gets the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
At the top of the key, Capella. Murray right side. 6 to shoot. Screen by Capella. Murray, no good.
And another miss. Woo, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Now, Doncic. He's got 13. Didn't think that was going to go in. Doncic has got 16.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Hart outside. Robinson on the wing. He's got 9. With the drive. And then Robinson slams it in.
And how about the role reversal there? I mean, slamming it down right in the face of the big fella.
Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And it doesn't take much for Doncic to get hot. And once that happens, well, he is almost unguardable.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Jazz trailed by 19. Now here's Hart. To the wing right side. Over in the corner, Zubac. Shot clock at 6. And the dunk by Zubac.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
The kick out to Williams. Back to Doncic. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Sinks the triple. George has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Jerome. He's got 6. Pass to Zubac. Rebound by the Bulls. And here is Doncic. 18 points for him. An easy 2 points on the layup. Doncic has got 12 points here in the second half.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Outside Robinson. Screen by Zubac. It's Hart on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Hart's got 5 points so far.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
Left side Williams for three. Out to Doncic. From deep, George. That one misses.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And it's Hart penetrating. And Hart throws it down.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Hands it from downtown. Doncic has got 23.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
They swipe it. And now the fans break. Doncic with the ball. Wasted no time on that one. 9 points in the game so far. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Chicago.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. That they're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
Puts up a three. Utah with the rebound. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks in Milwaukee. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, they got to clean up those mistakes.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. The Bulls leading by 23. Pass to Wells. Now Hawkins. Defended by Prince. Screen by Porzingis. And the call will be against Anthony Simon. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
56 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Bay. Prince in the corner. Shot clock at 5. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Simons. Porzingis with the ball. He's got 8. And Saddiq Bey picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Simons. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Down low. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You won't find a much better screen roll partner than Porzingis. He can score in so many different ways off that set.
Now Jerome. He's got 6. Here's Bay. And he can't stop the run as he misses. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Bulls. What an amazing quarter.
The Jazz 47.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And it's the Jazz's ball. Bay sets a screen. Here's Conley.
This is the right play by Conley, sticking with the motion and ensuring he gets to the line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
Black, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Outside Conley. Here's Clark. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
You gotta know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Johnson outside. And it's off from three-point range. Jazz trailed by 21. Here's Conley. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
You know, kind of odd to see a lefty in today's game, but Conley's a player you have to anticipate properly, or he'll use your mistake to get the and one.
Here's Black. To the wing on the left. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Much better job of just taking care of the basketball, really putting the onus on the defense.
Now here is Conley. In the corner, it's Robinson. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Black with it. Pass to Wells. Johnson right side. 4 on the clock. A nice shot by Black.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Pass to Wells. Johnson outside. Fires for 3. And the Bulls another 3.
If you give him that kind of separation, oh, he's going to take full advantage.
And here's Bay. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Saddiq Bey. And that one misses. So both teams making some changes here. Good on the second free throw. And Jerome has got the ball here for Utah. Right wing. Robinson left side. Screen by Zubac. The Jazz need to get off the shot here.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Now Black. Pass to Wells. This one for 3. Can't hit that one.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
Outside Robinson. Takes the 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Stolen by Zubac. And now Utah, fast break. And slam dunk by Clark.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
And here is Wells. Back to George. And the Bulls with another miss.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Back to Clark. Pass to Jerome. 6 to shoot. Inside. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Here's Black. And there's the call on Ty Jerome. That is his first foul of the game. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. From deep three-point land. From beyond the arc and then some. Doncic has got 18 points now here in the second half.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And here's Prince outside. Rebound by Alexander Walker. The Bulls leading by 22. That one falls. Doncic has got 28 points for the game.
Oh, nice dish by Williams. An aspect of his game that's sometimes overlooked, but Jalen is really good at making the right read.
Williams with the block. And they're moving it up. Here's Buzelis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
On the wing, Murray. Shot to stop the run. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Free throw good, Murray. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their system.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Prince. And the dunk by Prince.
He's gotten so good at finding the open man. Murray does it again.
To the left side wing. Buzelis, no one around him. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Here's Murray. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Williams.
Going downhill, don't give Murray a chance to get going because let's just say you're not going to slow him down.
Both good from the line that time. And so Doncic will bring it up for Chicago. Pass to Alexander Walker. Bulls moving the ball around. It's stolen by Capella. Here's Hart. Doncic with the block.
The anticipation is there for Luka on defense.
Over in the corner, Williams. Here's Doncic. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions. Only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
And the first one at the line is good.
And you know, one look at Murray's game, and you can tell he's been well coached over the course of his career. His awareness, his work ethic, this guy is just always bringing it.
Doncic feeling it out. And Zubats picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
And the Jazz making a change here. To Doncic. 5 to shoot. Utah with the rebound. There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter. And it's hard penetrating. Lays it up and banks it in. 1:41 left to play here in the fourth. The kick out to Williams. Back to Doncic.
Jazz foul. Josh Hart. First personal foul.
And the first one comes.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
The Jazz making a switch here.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bulls.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Luka Doncic.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
So they foul intentionally.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
And that one falls for Williams.
And Jalen Williams' game is unique. His combination of power and finesse, you don't see that many with that skill set.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Picked by Clark. Here's Hart. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Now, here's Doncic. Fires from way out. He got it! Wow, way outside!
When in doubt, just do something spectacular.
Picked him clean. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin.